So what's going on, everybody? I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful Wednesday, I suppose, if you're watching this now and not on a replay. Target has got itself into a pretty interesting little predicament again, this time with hilariously woke Christmas ads or Christmas decorations, including a paraplegic black Santa and a trans nutcracker. I don't know what they're saying there, but it's pretty interesting to me. Now, I find that Christmas should be a time for family. For many religious people, it's about celebrating Christ. Certainly not a place for politics, but this is what Target wants to do. And the ever watchful eye of the market is on them after this summer. If you'll remember, this past summer, they had quite a big controversy as well, costing them lots and lots of money in the stock market. Before we get into this story, just a quick reminder, the early bird special is going on for my Coffee Brand coffee gift boxes. I know it's still 6 weeks till Christmas, but I promise you it's going to be Thanksgiving, and then it's going to be after Thanksgiving, and then you're going to be worried about getting it on time. We have two awesome pre-built gift boxes with the medium roast coffee, with the raspberry yogurt pretzel twist, sea salt milk chocolate caramels, and chocolate covered espresso beans. Or we have the deluxe holiday gift box, which includes chocolate covered espresso beans, peppermint hot cocoa, spicy and sweet treat mix, kettle corn, premium vacuum traveler, and medium roast. Or you can build your own, and you can add items not seen here, like our chocolate covered sunflower seeds or our peppermint bark, which is going to be a huge seller this year. So many more in the custom build. Promo code EARLYBIRD will save you 10% off. Knock off a few of those people that you are waiting, that are always tough to buy for every year. Coffee, tea, cocoa, a dozen different premium snacks. We've got everything coming. It's never going to be cheaper than it is right now. I don't put the gift boxes on sale for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, so if you're waiting on that, don't wait. Now, if you remember this past summer, Target got into a bit of a kerfuffle with their tuck-friendly swimsuits, as well as children's books that were dedicated towards, being non-binary, essentially pushing gender ideology on kids. And I think that backlash was rightful. I don't have any problem, for me, with Target selling these items in their stores. I just don't have to shop there. I mean, Target is easily replaced by Walmart or, heaven forbid, shopping local if you're able to. It's not, Target doesn't offer anything unique except for, when I was younger, I always knew that's where the best looking girls worked when I was in my single days. Now, I don't know if that's the case anymore now since I haven't been single in a long time. But shout out to my single fellas out there looking to meet cute girls. I always found them a high concentration of them working at Target, but that's neither here nor there. So they had the conservative boycott this summer over the tuck-friendly swimsuit, the children's book about being non-binary, and all this kind of stuff. And it wasn't just that they sold this stuff. It was that they promoted it heavily, and it was right in the front of the store, so you couldn't avoid it. It was propaganda right in the front of the store, so parents, kids see it, and all that kind of stuff. Well, now they've rolled out woke Christmas ornaments. Target is now facing fresh criticism from conservatives over its Christmas ornaments. The retailer has a range of Christmas decorations available this year, including Santas of various ethnicities. Sorry, Santa's white, by the way. I guess it's no harm. I don't really see a lot of harm in like a black family saying Santa's black. I don't know. I'm just not offended by that. That's fine. I think it's funny. Like a black Santa would be like a totally non-story for me, but like a black Santa in a wheelchair. I mean, come on. So you have various ethnicities in wheelchairs and toy soldier carrying the LGBTQ plus pride flag wearing a rainbow hat. Tranta Claus. It comes after the company suffered losses when shoppers boycotted for stocking Pride Month merchandise and trans-friendly swimwear earlier this year. And Wokeness writes, Target outdid itself this year for Christmas. And Wokeness wrote, sharing photos of the ornaments on the shelf. One person responded with, wow, just wow. You would think they would have learned from the last time. When will companies finally start to realize, go woke, go broke? For me, the Black Santa thing doesn't, again, it's not like that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure I have surfing Santa, and I have, Santa, I don't know, ice skating or, something like that. The image that most of us know is iconically, from Coca-Cola, for crying out loud. Now, there are many different Santas. I forget the name of the Santa that Dwight Schrute always celebrated. It's not the Krampus. It's the time is nigh. I can't think of what it is, but anyway, he has a stick, and people get hit with it or something like that. But you see, not everyone agreed though. Being kind to kids with disabilities means being woke now. The far right thumbs down emoji, trash can emoji, wrote a user. They had Dracula in a wheelchair for Halloween. I love fake character outrage. They all mad at things that don't exist. Santa, Dracula, mermaids, and other people said. A Belsnickel. Yes, Belsnickel was the I can't remember if Belsnickel is actually real or they made it up for that show, but Belsnickel is nigh. Hey, I mean, I even have had friends who just put up the Festivus pole at their house for Christmas when, Seinfeld was really big. I don't really care. It's a Festivus for the rest of us. The other, like, trans nutcracker and things like that is a little more cringe. A number of corporations have been victim of boycott campaigns this year. Their woke policies, including collaborating with LGBTQ plus people, beer brand Bud Light, chocolate companies Hershey's, and even Fox News faced calls for boycotts in 2023. Well, the thing is, again, a lot of this stuff was fine. A lot of this stuff was fine, and is fine to sell, in my opinion. But the problem is that corporate consumerism and woke culture has been pushed so far that now people are sensitive to even the slightest bit. Selling shirts with pride flags on it has been completely accepted, nationwide, at least here in the United States, for 15 years. The state I live in Wisconsin, Pride Month, you see, even sports teams are putting out pride flag merchandise and all this stuff. Like, it's totally accepted, but they push people too far. And now people are reacting to stuff that would normally not be that big a deal, but now they've pushed it too far, and I understand why people are like, you know what? No, I don't like any of it. You can't have any of it. Target was forced to close some stores after some threats were called in, and staff were, quote, assaulted over outrage Pride Month outrage in June. They never proved that, by the way. They never proved any of that. Including a t-shirt that said trans people will always exist, and a onesie for children featuring the words "Bein' Proud" in the colors of LGBTQ pride flag. Again, all of this stuff, all of the pride merchandise has been fine until now when they just pushed it too far. And when you look at a lot of the comments here, I understand. You see, Target outdid itself this year for Christmas. You could pay $12 for a trans pride nutcracker. I wouldn't pay $12 for it, but you can also see, you can buy a unicorn nutcracker, or I think this other thing is the Bumble. I think the Abominable Snowman or the Bumble, something like that. I could be totally wrong. Dogs, cats. I don't care about this. as much, but I totally understand why people are like, nah, I'm cool with that. Or it's a Yeti. I guess it's probably a Yeti. It's just people have had enough, so now they can't do any of it. Now, the Black Santa in a wheelchair is extremely odd. They have it marked down for $5. And they have not just Black Santas, they have White Santas in a wheelchair too. I argue that, and maybe you'll tell me in the comments or in real time in chat, feels like a stretch. Like Black Santa, are we mad about a Black Santa? I'm not. I don't care. That's not an issue. That's not a big deal. Sometimes, like, the right has gone, really aggressive in this kind of like, I don't understand why the wheelchair, but the White Santa's in a wheelchair too. I don't know anybody who buys it. I suspect somebody will buy this when it's 25 cents in the deep discount bin. But I'm more like, I look at this kind of thing, which has 2.9 million views on this tweet, and it's like, I mean, of all the things to get mad at, You want to talk about the LGBTQ nutcracker? Okay, we can talk about that. Okay. It's just as real as the Yeti or the unicorn nutcracker. But this is the environment now that Target has put itself in. And so anytime it does this now, it's going to get roasted online. And this is a rod of their own making. So I recommend, instead of buying a Pride nutcracker, that you make sure you get your Coffee Brand Coffee gift box promo code EARLYBIRD so that you can get a bunch of people done for Christmas without woke crap. Hope you enjoyed this video, though.